You're a writer and you're trying to build this personal brand, you're trying to build a business, you're trying to land clients and customers, but the money isn't rolling in. Whether you're a freelancer who's trying to get clients and you're not getting the right clients or not paying you enough, whether you're trying to build this personal brand talking about stuff you love and get coaching clients, sell courses, books, whatever it may be, you're just not making the money that you should be making. And it feels like all your efforts are in vain. You've been posting some content, maybe you've done some outreach, maybe you've even launched some products before and the cash isn't rolling in and you're just starting to second guess yourself. You're starting to doubt yourself. Everyone has this big dream of making a living writing online, but you're wondering if it's actually something that you can pull off. I've been in your shoes before. I used to create content that made me zero money. I used to post into the void and not have any sales. And then I figured out some ways to start generating some income. So for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Ayo. I'm a 3-time author. I've coached 1,000+ writers on making money online. I've been a multi-6-figure writer for more than a half decade at this point. I've made 7 figures online. So everything that I'm doing is stuff that I've done for myself and stuff that I've taught 1,000+ students and I'm teaching students how to do right now. So I'm gonna walk you through the 3 things that you need to do to actually start making serious money with your writing. What I'm gonna teach you today is called the words to dollars method. It's gonna take you from struggling writer to successful entrepreneur. So the words to dollars method has 3 components. The first thing we're gonna do is help you build an offer. We're gonna help you build an irresistible offer. And this is going to help communicate the benefits of what you do so that people will pay you. The next thing we're gonna help you do is build a content engine. We're gonna show you how to create content that attracts clients, people willing to pay money for what you have to offer, people who will buy your products and services. And the last thing we're gonna do is talk about mastering the art of the sell. I'm gonna show you how to actually sell the stuff that you're putting out there in a way that makes people wanna buy it. So the first thing you need to understand is how to craft an offer, right? So your writing skills on their own are not gonna be enough for you to build a 6-figure business. You're going to have to take what you write about and package it up into something that you can sell. And then you want to turn it into an offer that's going to communicate the value of what you sell. So let me show you a couple quick examples. Let's say you're writing about fitness and you are helping people get in better shape, or you're a nutrition coach, whatever it may be. The reason why a lot of people in this space don't make money is because they talk about their services and they don't talk about what their services do for their clients. So whatever you're writing about, if you have a program related to that or a service, you have to talk about what your service or product does. So here's a couple offer components to keep in mind. Number 1, what is the promise? What is the outcome that someone is going to get after working with you, right? So if you're a fitness coach, don't say sign up for my fitness coaching. Say that I'm going to help you lose 10 pounds in the next 90 days. If you are a freelance writer, don't just say I'm going to write articles for you and write LinkedIn content for you. That's not enough. You have to talk about the outcome you're going to get them, right? I'm going to help you add 1,000 new followers on LinkedIn in the next 90 days. I'm going to write SEO optimized blog posts that will help you get 20% more traffic. And even if with a writing offer, for example, you can't promise something that's direct and quantifiable, you could at least say, all right, here's the deliverables of what I'm going to do. I'm going to write 7 LinkedIn posts for you every single week. I'm going to write emails 3 times a week for your brand, but then you still allude to the fact that the outcome is that they're going to get more traffic, which is going to help them make more money. So anytime you're thinking of the offer, you want to think of the promise that you're going to make, the time frame, how long is it going to take? And then you want to think about what is the effort and sacrifice required on the other person's end in order for them to get the outcome. So when you're constructing your offer, you want to make it sound as easy as possible and as low effort as possible to get the results. So if you're going to work with a client, you're doing a done for you service, say you're going to take care of everything. I'm going to do the market research for you. I'm going to put the posts for you. I'm going to do the lead generation. I'm going to send a LinkedIn connection request on your behalf. If you do some sort of done for you service, I'm going to write your videos. I'm going to script them. I'm going to edit them. I'm going to publish them. I'm going to do the thumbnails for them. I'm going to do the keyword optimization for them. It's going to be totally done for you so that you give me the money, and in exchange, I deliver the outcome that you want. So the reason why most people aren't making enough money is because they talk about their service. They talk about you're going to get this many one-on-one calls. You're going to get this many posts. Nobody cares about the things they're going to get as much as they care about the outcome of the things that they get. So when I work with students, I talk about how to help them create an offer that delivers a specific promise in a specific time frame so that when people pay you, they know what they're going to get and they're going to be much more confident that you're going to be able to deliver those results. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to help you build a content engine, right? So we're going to help you create content that gets clients. And there's a couple things that you can do to create content that get clients that most people aren't doing. First thing is you want to make sure 100% of your content is focused on the people that that you're actually helping and then actually serving, right? So when you figure out who your ideal clients are, you want to only talk about their needs. Notice how all of my content is about things that writers are concerned with. I'm talking about how to get clients. I'm talking about how to land clients if you're a freelancer or if you're a coach who is helping people through the knowledge in your writing. I'm talking about how to get paid. I'm talking about mostly the outcomes that you want. And then I'm diving into your pain points as I'm creating the video. What are some of your pain points? Your outreach isn't working. You're not landing enough clients. People aren't buying your products. You're not getting enough views, right? So you see how I'm talking about all the things that you're concerned about, which makes you more likely to want to work with me. You have to do the same thing for your clients in order for them to come on and sign with you, right? So when you're creating content on LinkedIn, on X, on Substack, wherever the platform may be, you want to start talking in the language that your customers use so that they'll be more likely to want to hire you, right? So if you're doing a fitness offer, talk about how they're going to feel once they're able to fit into those jeans that they haven't been able to wear for the past 3 years, right? If you were talking to business owners, talk about how they can get more leads. Talk about the problems that they're currently facing, not getting enough leads, not getting enough sales, not enough people seeing what they're doing, not getting enough traffic, right? So the tendency most people have that keeps their content from resonating is either A, they're not talking to the people who are in their target market, B, they spend too much time talking about themselves and what they do versus what the other person on the other side of the screen wants, or they're saying the same thing that everyone else is saying, right? So another thing that you can do is like sprinkle in some of your own personal unique insights. Like, what's your philosophy on the way that your strategy works, right? So if you notice my content, I'm talking a lot about how having high ticket, higher price offers is the way because you can collect cash quickly, right? So that's like an insight. It gets someone to think, I like the way he's approaching things. It makes sense, right? If you're writing for clients, let's say you're a ghostwriter, you could say that storytelling is the way to go because all of their competitors are just sharing boring and dry facts, right? So sharing those unique insights, what are the things that you think differently in your industry about the way you go about delivering your product or service? These are the types of things that can help you get clients. And so if you're just consistently actually creating content that's addressing needs, that's sharing these unique insights, and then that's mixing in a little bit of your personality and telling stories from your own life in a way that resonates with clients, like that's how you're going to land more. And then the last part is mastering the art of sales, right? You have to learn how to sell things. And the way the words to dollars method works is like it's pretty simple. So the first thing you do is you're going to create content to the people in your target audience. And then what you're going to do after that is when people start to engage with it, you can go reach out and send them DMs, right? So this approach works a lot better than like cold outreach where you're reaching out to people who you don't know, because these are people who already engage with you, already liked your content, already followed you, already expressed some interest in working with you, right? So the thing that flipped the script for me was I used to not send messages to anyone, right? I used to only rely on inbound traffic or just sending stuff to my email list versus now I go out on social media and I close multiple clients every week simply by reaching out to the people who are already engaging with my stuff. And I just reach out to them. I say, hey, thanks for liking my post. How's everything going with your writing career? Are you more of a writer or someone who's looking to use writing to build a business? What sort of problems are you experiencing right now? Where's the gap between where you are and where you want to be, right? So people who already engage with you and follow you will be receptive to these questions, a lot more receptive to when you're doing cold outreach. So for example, a lot of writers, the ones who do really well are the ones who are using, let's say, their LinkedIn content, and they're talking about all these problems of business owners. They're talking about how to differentiate yourself in the market, how to get more leads with content, why founder-led content is the strategy for business owners to get awareness for their brand and get clients. They're sharing their philosophy. So then founders and CEOs and people who would be interested in their LinkedIn ghostwriting or their personal brand writing start sending them connection requests, start liking their posts, start following them. Then if you reach out to that founder or CEO who's already expressed interest in what you do, then you can reach out and say, hey, notice you like my post about founder-led marketing. Are you doing any marketing with your LinkedIn right now? Are you running into any struggles with that? Like, where would you like to be 6 months down the line with your LinkedIn profile? What kind of results would you need to get to feel like it was a win for you? And then you approach that conversation and you find the pain point that they're dealing with, the problem. And if it feels like something something you can help them with, to say, hey, everything you said makes a lot of sense. This is something I think I can help you with. Want to hop on a quick call and talk about it? And then you go through and you would use the worst $1 sales script, which is something we talk about in more depth in our program. And then you can close clients. I help my students close brand new clients every single day, people who are struggling beforehand, all because they just mastered those 3 things, right? So they figured out the offer. Stop talking about what you do and start talking about what it does. Then we take their content and we dial it all in on the channel where their customers are hanging out, and we talk all about their problems, share unique insights, and tell stories related to what they're going through. And then we just do warm reach outs, right? So this is much better than cold emailing, because you don't have to reach out to a bunch of people who think you're a spammer, right? You can go through and use the worst $1 warm outreach method and close deals a lot more easily, because these are people who are already familiar with you. So at this point, you might be thinking to yourself, this sounds great. Is this something that I can do? I can tell you that it is, because I've helped people in all sorts of situations, people with no sales experience, people who were struggling to get clients before they ran into me, and people who didn't even have big audiences. And it all comes down to the checklist. I give you a simple set of things that are going to help you master all of these steps. So the first thing you do is come together. I just tell you what to put in your offer. I just tell you exactly what the thing you should sell is, how to sell it, what promise and transformation to make. So that's step 1. After that, we have different scripts for how to reach out to people. I just tell you exactly what to say. We put together your content strategy. We'll put together a list of all the problems and the desired outcomes of your audience. And then we put together a plan for the content. And that's just how the strategy works. It's just a checklist that anyone can follow. And if you follow it, you can get results. Right? So if you're interested in learning more about how I can help you take what you do, turn it into an offer, create your content engine, and help you learn a little bit about sales so that you can get more clients, if you go to the description below, you're going to see a link to book a call with me. This is going to be a call where we will talk back and forth about whether or not it makes sense for you to invest in working with me to help you build out your offer so that you can get more clients. I'll help you get an extra $5,000 to $10,000 a month in the next 6 months, and that's the offer. And for those of you who feel like you're ready to take the next leap, that's exactly what you should do.